The Lakers scored 11 runs in both ends of the doubleheader on Saturday at Hillsdale. In the first game, 11 runs were more than Pat Kelly needed to earn his 6th win against 1 loss as he held the Chargers to 3 tallies in a complete game victory. But Game 2's 11 runs were just enough for the Lakers to pull out the victory. Chargers got a run on the board in each of the first 3 innings. Starter Zach Anderson was able to pitch out of further trouble and got help from the offense in the 4th. Kevin Zach broke the GV1031 hit record in the inning with a shot up the middle. Jamie Potts followed with a double to score Jesse Abel. Zach came across on Aaron Overbeck's sac fly. Potts tied the game up when Hillsdale went for Rebecca's steal attempt and couldn't handle the short hop throw. Josh Crime Dog Griffith then put the Lakers in the lead 5-3 with a 2-run homer to left center. But Hillsdale scored on a triple in the bottom of the inning and then had a 3-run 5th to retake the lead 7-5. In the 7th, the Lakers captured the lead with 3 runs capped off by Jamie Potts' single up the middle to drive in Zach. It looked like the Lakers put away the game with 2 more runs in the 8th as Mike Nadrotowski knocked in Josh Griffith. Then Jesse Abel knocked Nadrotowski in with a hit up the middle. But with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, Hillsdale put together a rally. A throw to the plate to cut down the first run got away from Glick. Matt Williams backed it up, but threw wild to third, tying the game. A diving catch on a bunt attempt by Aaron Overbeck prevented any further damage. Potts, whose average is hovering around 400, led off the 9th with his 6th hit of the day. He was sacrificed to second by Overbeck and scored on Jason Rebecca's hit to right center. Jamie made a great catch in deep right by the bottom of the 9th as Matt Williams was able to shut the door for his 3rd win of the season. Lakers took 3 out of 4 in Hillsdale after splitting Sunday's doubleheader. Joining us now to review the week is head coach Jamie Detillion. Let's talk about Saturday. Your team putting up runs in bunches again. Back-to-back games, 11 runs. Talk about that.
Well, we came off of exam week, so coming off of exam week, it's always, kind of a mystery what's going to happen for the weekend. But really came out swinging it, which is what we needed to put up those kind of runs on the road. Put up those kind of runs on the road is huge to get us going. We needed the pitching performances to match that, and we got one in Pat Kelly. He was outstanding for the most part, and then we battled out and scrapped out a win in Game 2.
Yeah, talk about Game 2, back and forth game. The first one was a blowout win. Second one you score 11, but you're tied 10-10 in the 9th, and you had to manufacture a run to win that game.
Now, to Hillsdale's credit, they've typically been a bottom of the barrel in the conference, and they're a much improved team. They're still down in the standings. However, they are a very competitive team. They swing the bats a lot better. So they gave us all we could handle, and it was a back and forth game. Didn't quite get it done in some situations. However, we still battled and hung in there enough to get a win at the end.
Kevin Zach, great weekend for him. Put himself atop the Grand Valley record books in 2 separate categories. He's now the all-time leader in hits. He also owns the school record for most career starts. Just discuss a little bit about his career and why was he able to get his name in those record books the way he did.
Sure. Well, 2 years in a row we've had this kind of stuff going on. Last year Brugnoni with the home runs, and then this year with Kevin Zach. It's always exciting to see a player that you recruited go out and do that kind of damage in the conference. It's really cool to see how he's developed over time. But it all ties back into his work ethic. I mean, he's an extremely hard-working kid. He's talented to begin with, but when you tie that whole package together and just carrying himself to a degree like a professional every day. There's no highs and lows. There's just a good even keel mentality about him, and he just goes about his business the right way, and he gets it done, and I'm very happy for him to get the results that he has.
You mentioned Pat Kelly a bit earlier here, and you and I have discussed him a lot throughout the season, but he's so gosh darn consistent. You're a former pitcher. What is it about him that is making him so good this year?
Well, he's always been a competitive kid by nature. That's first and foremost what makes him succeed. But just his ability to repeat strikes. I mean, he's always in the strike zone. If you look at his walks are always down compared to the innings pitched. Not a big strikeout guy, but enough. He's developed his curveball quite a bit more this year, which has helped his strikeout statistics a little bit. But just his ability to throw strikes. And he works down in the strike zone too. So his ground balls, the percentage of ground balls versus fly balls are way up, which typically means he's working down in the strike zone. So that's one of the things that he's really developed and gotten better with. So and that's a big part of his success right now, is he's able to consistently repeat that down in the zone.
You know, senior leadership is so important in all sports, in high school, college, whatever. You're getting such great production right now out of your seniors, especially in terms of batting average. Nadrotowski, 340, Abel, a solid two-hitter in your lineup. Zach, 391, Potts almost hitting 400. I mean, how much are those guys really steering the boat for you right now?
Well, a very good chunk of it is based on their production. So, you know, they've been extremely consistent for the last few years, and again, moving forward the next couple of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, hopefully, you know, hopefully they continue to do that. But just how they go about their business, again, good batting practice, you know, good off days in terms of preparation for our games. They're very good leaders in that sense. So that ties right into the results that they're getting on the field.
Final week of the regular season, Lewis tomorrow on the road, so you're going to Illinois for that, and then Malone for 2 doubleheaders this weekend. Just discuss as you wrap things up this week as the GLIAC North champs.
Well, it's nice to win our division now. This is the first year that we've split into 2 divisions, so it's exciting to win our division the first time around. There's also the overall conference standings, which would indicate who gets what seed for the conference tournament. So obviously we're looking to finish strong so that we can get the #1 seed. That's our next goal, and then it's just goal after goal from there on out. You know, win the conference outright, win the conference tournament, get into the regional, do well and win the regional, and hopefully beyond that too. So right now it's just one step at a time, but first and foremost, we got to take care of business against Lewis and then move forward this weekend.
All right, Jamie, good luck in your final games this week.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll be back to look at the outdoor track and field season with head coach Jerry Baltus right after this.